All right, listen, guys. I'm gonna talk about David Dobrik and Jeff Wittek more, but I'm telling you, there's a good reason. We have to follow this story through all the way. At this point, we're in too deep, but it's all good stuff.
You promised. You promised.
I try. Listen,
You
I
made a promise.
What was the promise?
Well, last
That
episode,
it was the last that we were going to talk about David.
I don't think it was a promise. I think it was a more of, and now may I please never talk about David Dobrik.
It was more of a
again.
plea than a
Was
promise.
it a prayer?
Okay.
But I
It
do
was a
feel like
prayer,
I owe,
see.
after the amount that I ripped into Jeff,
Yeah.
I feel like he's done a good deed, and I owe it to him
That's
we
fair.
We love
That's
good
fair.
deeds.
to recognize. And one thing I want, so Jeff Wittek, who we criticized his video, he called in, you guys all remember, he deleted and uploaded a new video. Now, first thing I want to debate, now,
All right, so I deleted
I'm
my
sorry,
last
why
video.
did it open that like that? Like what? Just open the video, YouTube. Why y'all got? What the fuck is this?
All right, so I
Live! YouTube, why you always got to change your shit up on me?
It's just opening. Yeah, like
It's a
little
tiny
square.
box.
We'll do it live.
I just, what
all right,
is
so I
this?
deleted my last video titled "My Truth."
Okay.
It never
All right,
does
so
that.
I
What is
deleted
that?
my
Why they
last
always
video.
gotta be like that? YouTube? We like you the way you are.
They're like, okay, when is after dark? 12 at Friday. Let's push a new update.
Okay, here's the first issue. First, I'm gonna like it because I appreciate it.
Oh, wow.
We can debate if we want to remove it later, but I think it's a like. Look at the title.
A dot?
Just a period.
I like that.
Is that new?
That's new.
It's kind of avant-garde when it
Yeah.
comes to...
Apology.
Because
Apology
last time,
titles.
his last one was just a date, and I thought, oh, this is avant-garde. But then somebody said, who was it of you guys who said you'd seen that before?
Oh, I had. The dated...
Okay.
So have
the
you-
date apology is
Has anyone ever
traveled
seen
territory.
a period before?
I don't know if I have. Yeah, that might be novel.
I like it. I'm in
Was it-
favor.
Wasn't David's the date and Jeff's was?
Yeah. Jeff's was just my truth, which is... I
My
mean, that is
Truth.
fucking lazy. Yeah, David's was the date.
My truth.
My
was-
truth is like standard issue
But David
apology
also
video.
had the famous "Let's Talk."
Let's talk. and-
Let's talk with
and
comments
truth.
off.
So
Yeah,
that's
David-
the mark with
so-
that one.
Yes. David. So my truth was a disaster.
Yeah.
But the dot is fascinating. If
Yeah.
I have to ever make an epic apology video like this, I wonder.
I would consider
The
it that.
dot.
I would consider it because it's like, how do you title an apology? And also, they've all been done before, and they feel so charged. It's like, not another "I'm sorry," not another "I messed up."
Yeah, Trisha had a really good idea. I don't know if you saw, but she says whenever she has a video like this, she doesn't edit the video file and makes that.
That's
so it's
very
like
Trisha.
it's like
MOV,
Yeah,
MOV 713.
That's very Trisha, and I like that.
That's pretty good too. I thought.
Okay, boomer.
All right, let's watch. You know, my heart does go out to Jeff a little bit. I know the guy's going through hard times, but here, let's give him a fair shake here and see what he has to say.
All right, so I deleted my last video titled "My Truth" because turns out I had some things wrong from my memory, and there was a lot of things I said wrong and did wrong in that video because I acted out of emotion and impulse and frustration that my name was even mentioned in it. And I said I didn't want to discredit the victim, but by discrediting the reporter and my small, minuscule part in the story, I did just that.
I think he also ditched the second camera so far.
Oh, no second cam.
It's better.
Well, I didn't even know if necessarily there's a cut in this one, which we'll have to
There was
watch.
already a tiny cut, but it was very tiny.
Still a single camera, though. It's
But
an
it
improvement.
sounds like he's read the article, first of all, which is a good idea. Because he said it was just a small, minuscule part of the article, which it was.
Yeah.
So props on Jeff, first of all, for reading it. We love that.
And for removing the first video.
Love that.
Discredited the entire story that this girl worked up the courage to tell, and I feel horrible about it, and I just want to apologize. I truly believe Hannah's story. I respect her for coming forward and telling it, it takes a lot. And to have somebody like me come on and just focus on myself and my part of the story and saying that it was a lie just because I was selfish and I didn't want to be mentioned in this act at all. Imagine if something like being assaulted and then nothing happens to that person, but they keep growing and keep getting more successful and keep making the same jokes. I had to take some time to think about all this. In David's video, he said that he got the text 3 months after the incident happened. I wasn't filled in on this for whatever reasons. I don't know if it was because he thought I would attack Dom, or maybe he didn't want to tell anyone to protect his squeaky clean brand.
That's not cool. They should have been informed.
I love this from Jeff.
Yeah.
First of all, owning up big time.
Yeah.
To being like, you know, it was selfish of me to try to get, just to be only obsessed with how this affected me.
Yeah.
And also really interesting because this is possibly the first time I've ever seen a member of his friend group ever lay any responsibility on David himself. He's like, David got this text message 3 months after.
Yeah.
And he didn't tell me, he didn't tell any of us.
They're part of this video. They should have been informed, at least.
Yeah.
Know what they were a part of.
And also, Jeff also acknowledges, which is really a good, is like, so David knows this happened, and yet he continued to portray Dom as this lovable, you know, this lovable.
He's just a little creepy.
Predator.
This lovable predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just your friendly neighborhood predator. So far, Jeff's hitting all the right notes for me.
At the time, I don't know. There's no excuse for it. It's just not something you hide. And I wasn't told, and I was in the video,
Right.
and I was acting
Yeah,
in bits,
exactly.
and I stand by that. I was looking in a room, and I didn't witness anything, but something horrible did happen, and people knew about it, and they didn't tell me. And I didn't find out until the reporter reached out with this article. Because the state of mind I'm in.
Once again, my point is like, your anger is misplaced.
Yeah,
Your anger should
right.
be towards David,
Right.
who knew and
Who put
still-
you in that situation?
and who knew what happened and still allowed you guys all to just laugh about the situation.
And
with
go and
Dom.
attack the reporter.
I can't get over the fact that David got that text like 3 months after and kept it a secret.
That should have been a big, like, hey, guys, we need to talk, you know?
and kept continuing with Dom,
Yeah.
like as if nothing happened.
I acted off impulse and anger, that my name was even a part of it, and I apologize for that. I don't even have the courage to tell you guys what happened to me. So for me to discredit this girl for coming forward and talking about a traumatic thing that happened to her, and it had to be extremely hard to come forward and say it. And I'm supposed to be this tough guy, and I can't even tell you what happened to me because I'm scared of the criticism I would get in return. I don't know if I would be able to deal with it. There's no contracts, there's no NDAs, there's no lawsuits. I just don't know if I could take it because I know how I got hurt was stupid, and I'm embarrassed of it. And I've been acting irrational lately. I've undergone various surgeries on my eye and my head, and I had brain trauma, and I've been on meds, and that's why I stutter, and that's why there'll probably be some cuts in this video. But fuck it, I'm going to try my best to be completely transparent and vulnerable and honest, and I'll probably fuck up on a couple of things, but when they asked me about the article, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to speak about my health and my vision, my fucking eye, I'm embarrassed of, and I see like a camera that's out of focus. I see complete blur out of my left eye, and it fucks up both my vision, so it's difficult for me to read. And I had the article read to me, and that's still no excuse. I could have had it read to me 30 times and got every detail right, but I let my emotions get the best of me because of just me being selfish, and that's it. I tried to blindly defend my friends when, truthfully, if something like this happens, you need to speak about it. You need to tell people you need to take action because you can't cover shit like this up. This girl spoke up and told her story 3 months after it happened. And then everybody continued to keep making these jokes, and including myself. If I was the victim and I continued to watch these videos and see that I was still associating with Dom, and I made a joke with Dom that they separate the sexual, I mean, I literally said something based off a character that I thought that we all had an understanding of, that this was just a character, when he was a known abuser. And I had jokes come out after the situation and after people knew about that, and that doesn't sit right with me. So obviously there's a respect level here that's off, and I don't stand for that. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to be accountable for myself, and that's it. Obviously I need to take some time to heal and get my shit together. I'll do just that. I'll work on myself, and I'm going to try to grow from this experience. If this video gets torn apart and it's my last video and it gets 1 million dislikes and I get fucking ripped apart again, but it got at least one person to speak up and one person to get help or call and just talk. Just get your story out there. If you know somebody that's assaulted someone, even if they're your best friend or your own fucking family member, you need to speak about it. The story's getting a lot of attention all over YouTube and articles being published, and it's become a form of almost entertainment for people because of everyone that's involved, and it's not entertainment at all. This is a girl's life, and it's a thing she'll have to live with for the rest of her life. And if you're making money on it, I understand businesses need to keep their lights on, and people need to make money, and that's how the world works, but just try to help. Just do anything you can to help. I feel like you should. I suggest you should. I don't give a fuck what anybody else does. I can't be accountable for anybody but myself. I chose to donate to RAIN. RAIN is a charity for SA victims. It's a hotline as well. If you want to call them and talk, you can do it for free. This is an ongoing situation that needs to be talked about. You cannot keep things like this a secret. And if you know anybody, just call and talk. If you've been assaulted, call and talk. I appreciate, everybody educating me more on this situation, because, that's what life's about. That's all we can really do, is learn and grow from these situations and try to help other people.
Jeff.
Wow.
Let's donate to the RAIN organization.
Well, guess what, Jeff? I don't think this is getting torn apart. I think this was just exactly perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. It's like he said, he was less. What do you want to do? Like 10,000? Let's give 10,000 to RAIN, whatever RAIN is. Someone look up what's RAIN before I give money to it.
No, I'm pulling it up right now. I think it's a pretty legit organization though, because I've heard of it before.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah, it's the the nation's largest anti-sexual violence organization.
Nice.
I love that. We are gonna donate $10,000 to RAIN. And it's like he said, he was trying to cover for his friends.
I feel bad for him.
I feel, yeah, I think, like me and Trisha always said, we're like, we feel that Jeff's a good guy. Like, he's always done the right, I believe that if he saw something bad, he would. Yeah. If anyone's at fault, it's David for hiding the fact that he knew this 3 months after it happened. Yeah. I mean, I don't need to read the text again. I read it before. But the text message that Hannah sent to Dom was
very
extremely graphic, extremely detailed, extremely genuine. And Dom basically said, "K." The video's gone. Yeah. And David saw it because it was on David's channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Once again, it's like, who are your real friends? David put you in this situation. But I like Jeff. I think he did the right thing, and I feel like with the amount of the amount of criticism we laid at his feet and the scrutiny that we laid on him when he was here, the fact that he came out here and did the right thing, I felt like I needed to show that.
Yeah.
So good job to Jeff.
Yeah, that was really. I don't know. I was kind of tearing up. I feel bad. It's just, it's a lot.
I feel bad. I don't know what happened with the injury, but it seems like that poor guy really got mangled up. Whatever happened. So there's that. So good job, Jeff. Man, I'm happy. I'm proud.
Shout out to his family.
Yeah, I feel bad too, so I'm not going to fight him anymore.
What, AB?
I said I feel bad too, so I'm not going to fight him anymore. I'm not going to box him anymore.
Oh, I told AB if you
Right.
because Jeff came on and challenged AB to a boxing match. I said, dude, just go. Well, yeah, he thought he was challenging AB. I said, AB, just go for his bad eye. You'll take him out in the first round.
Yeah, everyone always mixes me up for Dan. I'm always the guy simping. Dan's the one hating in the background, not me, guys. Just hating.
Then the hater.
So of all the people involved, Jeff is the guy who did the right thing after doing the wrong thing.
But also, I mean, not getting a full information on what was happening. So
Right, he didn't know.
it's kind of like acting from being misinformed for a long time.
Yeah. So shout out to Jeff and his family.